Damn it! This is a brothel, not a military camp. Oi, Witcher! Out in these wastelands hunting monsters? Well, if you see two of my men, tell them I'll rip them both brand new assholes if they miss muster.
We'll see if I come across anyone.
Luck be with you. You're a good fellow. Ah, find them and you'll see Corporal Zivik knows how to be grateful.
Well, it was here yesterday. Well, it was here yesterday.
I fought with the other guardians a few years back. Now they make a
should have our seed, take an interest in things, or it will turn out like the Merlin Stilton, the one the smith from jail note took over when he married the miller's widow.
chance of Henselt and Shillard inviting us to their meeting?
I want to stock up on provisions.
Seek and ye shall find, as the prophet Lemuona would say.
He was a shepherd, had experience in seeking and finding.
You know the good book, that's worthy of praise.
Any discount on account of that?
No.
Well, we should at least object somehow. Spit at the sight of
Browse and choose.
hiss on their tents.
Just need to watch that we don't make a mistake.
Greetings.
Welcome an opportunity when it comes.
They say you run a traveling pawn shop. Heard you even have books.
No song, no supper.
Nobody mentioned you speak in proverbs.
A willful man must have his way.
Ah, you're doing this on a bet. How long do you have to go on like this?
Lost time is never again found.
Aye, there are.
You don't mind?
What's so strange about that? Other lands have slizzards, drowners.
Pretty please.
I'm from Stilton, in the Lavallette's lands in Taveria.
Runaway, eh?
I see you finally decided to relax. Have I ever told you I think you lead a very unhealthy life?
You've mentioned it.
Evidently not enough for you to take it to heart. Anyway, the whores are quite decent here.
Maybe some other time.
You worry me.
I wonder what Sheila's doing in Henselt's camp.
You're not alone, because she's wondering what you're doing at the king's side.
How do you know?
She asked me about you.
What did she want to know?
I have no idea. I realized right off she was sniffing, and told her she could smell my fingers if she wanted. That'd be all she'd get.
And she gave up.
Mm-hmm. See how careful I am?
Have you tried to, approach Vess?
I've thought about it. On the one hand, I've never rogered a soldier, but on the other, the clean clang of steel against steel at an intimate moment could put off even the most attentive lover. Why do you ask?
I just like to know. Heard anything about Letho?
They say he's hiding in the ravines. He's not alone.
I know.
I fail to comprehend exactly why you have it in for him. He escaped, so what? You're no king, and as such are hardly in danger.
I'm tired of having to explain that I'm not the Kingslayer.
Henselt believed you.
But he's still not sure, and I don't want him doing me any favors.
Let's say you catch him. What then?
I'll decide once I've heard him out, learned the truth. Maybe I'll see his point, or maybe I'll just cut off his head. Henseld's camp is abuzz with rumors about the events 3 years ago.
When you burn a sorceress at the stake, rumors spread faster than the seed of a lascivious baron.
I know you primarily value sorceresses for their firm busts, but I'm curious. What do you think of Sabrina Glevisic?
Sorceresses complain about feeling underappreciated, persecuted even. But let me tell you, Geralt, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. If they didn't meddle, they wouldn't be burned at the stake. They keep whining about the horrors that took place on Thanet Island, about the order of the world being destroyed. But let me ask you, who brought that about if not them and their scheming?
My memories and feelings seem inextricably linked. I seem to be recovering both. I believe Yennefer's alive, and I'll eventually find her.
Triss? Yennefer? That's some life you lead, my friend.
First off, we have no idea if Yennefer's still alive. Second, we have no idea if Triss is alive.
True. You seem to have 2 women, when in fact, you don't even have one.
Their kind doesn't die easily. I'll find Triss as soon as I've dealt with the assassin.
What about Yennefer?
I won't know what to do about her until I see her.
This will surprise you. I came here from Nilfgaard.
How's that?
From Sintra. What are you staring at? I'm not mangy.
Diddle yourself, pauper.
Sintra's not Nilfgaard. You're from the...
Gotta pay for looking too.
We should be open to other nations when they open themselves to us so graciously. Eh?
That's politics.
We should have our say. Take an interest in things. Or it will turn out. When he married the miller's widow.
Bad chance of it.
Not another fucking stone.
Still looking for coins. What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
When the prophet levied past his sheep, tax collectors came to him.
We don't want no trouble.
They showed him a denarius and asked if they should render taxes on the king. He asked them,
Are you all right?
You'd best leave. Old Maverick ain't a good companion. Unless you're looking for someone to mock.
What I saw back there, that happen often? What's the problem?
I've bigger problems to deal with than the camp tramps. My nightmares have invaded my waking life. The specters haunt and hunt me by day.
Come on. Nightmares are common. Start at the beginning.
One night, I walked to the riverside and sat there, staring at the stars. I must have fallen asleep. I dreamt of my birdie, her milk-white bosom, her gentle voice. I saw and heard her as if she sat beside me, and then that voice became a terrifying whisper, curdled the blood in my veins. I opened my eyes, but the spectre remained. It went on talking, hovering over me, stretching its mitts out towards me. I felt a deathly chill, and then it happened.
What?
Never been a coward. At the fore and fierce in many battles. But a human's one thing, a spectre's another. No other way to put this. I shit myself. Out of fear. Pants right full by the time I got back to camp. Since then, they mock me. Call me the Crapper.
I'm not surprised, to be honest.
What else do you want?
I want to ask something else.
Ask away.
Why did you go to the beach?
During Henselt's last expedition, we stayed in a house there. My unit was on the lookout for Demaven's forces trying to cross the river. I just wanted to recall the old times.
So you took part in the campaign 3 years ago?
Took part? I barely escaped with my life. Leva, the brothel medic, saved me. Talk to her if you want to learn more. She knows everything about the camp.
What time did the Spectre appear?
I went to the beach after my watch, so it must have been an hour before midnight. I've no idea how long I slept, but when I reached the camp, it was dawning in the east.
I'll deal with the Spectre, but you should know a Witcher's services don't come cheap.
My soldier's pay is meager. Got but a few coins in my pouch and some pipeweed. Will you do it for that?
All right.
Prophet Lebioda saith, verily support the poor man with a donation.
Still looking for coins? What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
I'm done with this cursed place. Bloody comet, square coins, and that fucking fog.
As long as they pay us, I'd sit with it.
Not another fucking stone.
Life can be really strange. I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back. Now we make camp with the Black Ones.
That's politics. What's it to us?
We should have our say, take an interest in things. Or it will turn out like the mill in Stilton. The one the smith from Jailmouth took over when he married the miller's widow.
Are you Leva?
If you've got a growth of some sort and you're here for the salve, get in line.
Nothing of the sort this time. You were here during Henselt's previous expedition.
What of it?
I have some questions.
Be quick. Half of Henselt's nobility's waiting for this salve. They've all started pissing blood out of longing for the spouses they left at home.
Did many soldiers survive the battle 3 years ago?
But a handful. The rest were just vaporized. Those who could walk dragged those who couldn't. All the survivors were horribly burned.
I'm interested in that tower.
It's the remnant of a manor sacked long ago. They call it the Tower of Debauchery, since Madame Carol made camp at its foot.
The ravines around the camp, they don't look like they were shaped by nature.
They're proof of the great power sorceresses can summon. Sabrina's fireballs scarred the ground for many miles around the battlefield. 3 years back, it was the home of Malgat, a healer, and his family. While he helped us tend the wounded, someone murdered his children. Malgat couldn't come to terms with the tragedy and threw himself into the river. The children were buried behind the house. Their graves should still be there.
I'll let you get back to treating all those brave fighting men.
Ugh! Warriors! You could bathe sometime.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian. Die! Greetings.
Hello. Damn it. Salutations.
Take that.
Oi, what you doing here?
Get out of the way. I need to inspect this area.
Be careful. They say stepping in the ashes brings bad luck.
Get us out of here, will you?
You came here on your own. You can get back on your own.
This place is crawling with drowners. I mean, we'd have stayed in our tents on our arses if we'd known. We're safe in the circle, but 3 feet outside, and who knows what would happen.
All right, we'll go back together, but let me look around first. Apparently, it's bad luck to tread on the ashes.
The Visionary's a right bastard leaving us here. The Visionary's a right bastard leaving us here.
Nothing interesting. Enough to bring all these things here. Strange aura. Let's take a closer look. People seem to be staying away from the wheel. They're afraid. All the gifts are at a safe distance from it. Except for one person, with Kedweni Army-issue boots. Glad to know I'm not the only one to desecrate this site. Animal tracks. Dogs, wolves, bears, even birds. You'd think this was a feeding ground, but they all fear the circle, except for cats. Their tracks are everywhere. One even napped on the pedestal. Triss once told me cats like to sleep on intersections. And they're the only beasts apart from dragons who can draw the power. They clearly like this place. Carved from a solid piece of stone. Reusable, you could say. Candles, amulets, coins. People make offerings here like they would at a shrine. Candles. The stench is worse than Zoltan's boots. Nothing unusual about them otherwise. Square coins adorned with a fish. I guess the plotters like to come here. Let's see. An unnatural stillness typical of intersections and places where streams of the power meet. Unnerving but harmless. Sabrina was nailed to this wheel. Something protected the wheel from the flames. It's hardly scorched. Fresh holes and splinters. Someone's pulled nails from the wheel recently. I better take one, just in case. I need to bring the king here. I need to reenact the execution. If I can only summon Sabrina's ghost, I could force her to lift the curse. The Draugrs and the mist will remain, but at least the king will be safe. I need to know what happened here. Witnesses of the execution, they're the key. If I can just find out how Sabrina died, I should be able to free Henselt of the curse. 2 leads. Sabrina's cultists and the nail thief who's obviously immune to the aura of this place. Time to question some soldiers.
You've looked and touched your fill, right? Let's get out of here.
Did you light those candles?
We did.
What's it to you?
Burning them for Sabrina?
To you, 'tis a waste of time, right?
Feel their eyes on you. They're watching us. We won't get out alive, superstitious idiots that we are.
Don't you believe the visionary? You don't have to. But it was worth a try, right?
Old idiot. It's his fault we ended up here.
Who is this visionary?
He's behind all this. He talks of miracles in the circle.
I believe him. Know why? He lives deep in the valleys, but something protects him from all those harpies.
Did you see them burn the sorceress?
3 years ago. We both served under Henselt then, but only the 5th Company guarded the stake.
They say the king never wanted to make a spectacle. Some soldiers never come here, but others visit the circle to check the remains.
You're just like them. To you, it's only a superstition to make money from. You're looking for old nails in the ashes.
Like that shitbag who trades outside the inn.
You're mistaking me for someone else.
Really? Then give us the nail.
I'm keeping it.
Keeping it? Not heard what they say. Relics are like fist tech for simple folk.
How did you manage to avoid the drowners on your way here?
The visionary was with us. He led us through, then left.
I don't like this place.
Thought you'd want to stay the night here.
I know at least a few places I'd rather sleep. Come on.
Beats me why they've been fighting over these hellholes for generations.
I get goosebumps every time I go outside the palisade.
Guess Vic was right. We should have sat on our arses.
You'll be whistling a different tune when the mist lifts and we attack Vergen.
The visionary's a right bastard leaving us here.
I believe him. He says he hears voices.
My nan heard voices too. Her mouth would froth up like a dog's and she'd shit all over. When my old man couldn't take it anymore, he axed the hag to death.
Shut your gob.
Drowner lairs. Not the best spots for picnics.
Curses on him! If it wasn't for you that have eaten us!
We owe you our lives, Witcher. We can't let Zivik catch us.
Don't shit your pants! Sabrina saved us from the monsters, so what's one little Zivik to her?
Nothing's here. Nothing. Again.
You're not the one we seek, though his aura is strong, even on you.
Impossible. I watched Maverick wash his pants.
Who are you?
I'm a Witcher, and I'm here because you haunt an innocent man. You've ruined Maverick's life, and it's high time you left this world.
Maverick, innocent? That son of a bitch murdered me and my 2 sisters, then threw our bodies off the cliff. Our father, Malgat, died of despair. Fortunately, fate has brought Maverick here again, straight into our hands. Revenge shall be ours.
I need to find out if you're telling the truth. If your story checks out, I'll bring Maverick here.
How are you? Close the distance.
His mother comes and tells him the elder and the recruiter are coming for you.
What's the meaning of
He was
this?
slaughtering pigs at the time, so he takes a pig's eye and puts it between his buttocks.
How are you?
does what? Puts a pig's eye in his arse. The elder and the recruiter enter, and the mother says, "Son, they've come to take you to war." And he's standing with his back to them, his pants down. He spreads his cheeks and says, "I can see that."
Did they take him?
Not a chance. Yeah!
In the face of possible disaster, they tried to draft entire villages in Baywood. Half the serfs knew beforehand and fled into the woods, but the rest were pressed into service. The Count says these are pansies, not soldiers. But we'll have to make do with them. We'll put them out front, let the cavalry run them over. Maybe it'll lose some momentum. So, the battle was on. Terrible losses on the left flank. They almost broke our ranks. The serfs dropped their pikes and ran to the archers' corpses.
Did they start looting?
Listen, they picked up the bows and shot at the enemy. I tell you, each shot meant a dead man.
Ah, those were the serfs from Baywood.
Exactly.
Life can be really simple. I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back. Now we make camp with the Black Ones.
was here yesterday. Not another fucking stone.
A super soldier serum, or what?
So?
I'm done with this cursed place. The bloody comet, square coins.
What do you want, Witcher?
The soldiers you were looking for, they got held up for a while at Sabrina's circle.
Oh, the idiots! To be duped by witchcraft and superstitions. I'll put them to scrubbing the latrines indefinitely. But I thank you for bringing them back. Your reward, as promised.
From what I can see, you and the men love your king.
He's like a father to us, really. Comes around from time to time, chats it up, pats you on the mug. Remembers our names too, though you gots to earn that in battle. It's so distinguished 3 times already. Pride myself on it.
I'm sure it's a great honor for a humble soldier like yourself.
Last time it happened, we was on the march. Some peasant poisoned his well. A few of our lads died, many others got sick. I pacified that village. We hit them so hard, we even struck fear into our own boys. They went without a row for 2 days, and the king was very pleased. He came around, gave me a friendly punch in the gut, laughed, and said, "You are one true son of a bitch. If you'd not been born among swine, you'd probably be king." That's how he is. Humane and all. He's really got a heart.
I'd like to play dice.
Wanna play right now? Here's your reward. That was good rolling. You deserve it.
Who else plays dice around here?
Madam Carol ought to play you. Interesting match that would be.
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
I'm done with this cursed place. What is it?
I heard there are some lovely ladies around here.
I heard the same.
Only heard.
Left me fiancé at home. Gave me word I'd be true. Have you managed to do anything with her?
I went to the house where you and your unit were stationed. Found some interesting things in the cellar.
I know nothing of that, and don't wish to know anything. I just want to be rid of that phantom.
I can't help you if you don't tell me the truth.
If I must. Folks say that old Malget conspired with the river demons. So much blood has flowed down the Pontar. It's the evil in it that the beings in the river's depths feed on. That's all I know, truly. Have you managed to do anything with her?
The specters manifest themselves even when you're absent. They've burrowed deep into your subconscious. If I killed them now, they'd return instantly, so I need your help to destroy them.
If there's no other way, what would you ask of me?
Meet me at the beach, an hour before midnight.
I'm done with this cursed place. The bloody comet, square coins, and that barking bog.
As long as they pay us.
A super soldier serum, or what?
Well, it was here yesterday.
The Elder and the Recruiter are coming for you. He was slaughtering pigs at the time, so he takes a pig's eye and puts it...
No reason to keep the specters waiting.
Finally returned, brother. Time to atone for your evil deeds. You shall surrender to us your soul.
Kiss my arse, Phantom. You'll not make me shit myself this time. Me and the Witcher will dispatch you where you belong.
Naive little maverick, made a fool of your entire life. Isn't that true, Geralt?
What are they talking about?
The specters say you're their brother, and you murdered them 3 years ago. What do you say?
How can you even ask? I'm a soldier, not a murderer!
Denying it is not enough. You need to prove your innocence, and I need to know the truth before I make my choice.
I never murdered anyone! I'm a soldier! I kill foes, not women!
I'll take your word over that of evil spirits. Now help me. Wonder how many more.
I'll not forget what you did for me.
I did it for coin.
A small price for peace of mind.
Don't you owe me an explanation? I want to hear the truth.
I was born by the very border. General van der Grift understood that I knew every blade of grass here. So he appointed me lead scout. We were based in my family's house.
This house?
One day I scouted beyond the river. When I returned, I found my father digging the graves behind the house.
What happened?
Honor was everything to him. He had brought us up, taught us principles, and then one day Adrenalin soldiers arrived and undid all that. Shamed his children. He could not stop himself. He swore he did not do it, but there was blood in his clothes. We fought. He fell from the cliff.
Why did the Spectres want your soul?
Maybe they've no tolerance for patricide.
Maybe. Now go back to camp and present proof of your valor. Take back your dignity. Wonder how many more.